Good morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess. Also, it's funny, isn't it? Mercury retrograde's finished and I'm still having technical issues. Who'd have thought? This is the weekly reading for Pisces. Okay, this is now another attempt at doing your reading, Pisces. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If the reading resonates with you, make sure you give me a big fat thumbs up. If it doesn't resonate with you, then make sure you check out other aspects of your natal chart, such as your moon, your rising, or your ascendant, and your Venus, the main ones. But you can also check out others, whatever suits you, if you're not hearing what you want to hear. And like I always say, there's so many good readers on YouTube. If you don't find the reading you want, you can always have a whip around and grab one of the other readers as well. Somebody will have your story. All right, let's see what's happening. And let's see if we get a similar reading to what we had last time. And it flunked out on me. Okay. All right, so we have here the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card that talks about moving away from something. It's a card that says you've learned all the lessons that you need to learn where you are, and it's time to move on. We have here the Two of Cups. So for some of you, you may be moving towards a new relationship. For others, you may be moving away from a relationship. The relationship may have done, it may be done and dusted. It may not really hold the energy for you anymore. You may have decided that it's not growing, it's not going anywhere, and there's definitely this feeling here of moving away from something. We do have the Strength card. Wow, okay, so for some of you this has taken a lot of courage to do this. There's this sort of feeling that you've had to do either a lot of work, you may have had to do a lot of internal and external work to get to this point. For some of you, you're moving away from something that is difficult to move away from. So you may be involved with someone who's a little unpredictable, a little unruly, and maybe you're having to plan how to get out here. Okay, Eight of Wands coming through. It seems to me, yeah, 10 of Wands behind that. It seems to me that this energy of haste, of needing to do something quickly. It's sort of that escaping in the middle of the night, like trying to get away with something. But I feel like whatever you're doing, whatever you're moving away from, you have good reason, because there's planning here. But you know you have to go and you only have a small window to go to. And I'm seeing Sleeping with the Enemy, Julie Roberts, with, getting away and planning all of that. So some of you may be moving away from a situation or a relationship where you feel the only way to move away from this is to do it, sort of pull the band-aid off really quickly, I guess. All right, so we have here the Knight of Swords. So you may be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. There's a really strong feeling here that you are moving away from something due to some coldness or lack of communication here. All right, so we have the Nine of Wands. Wow, okay, somebody felt like a prisoner. Okay, could be dealing with a Leo, Sag, or Aries here. And we have the Hanged Man. To me, it looks like you've put in a lot of effort into a situation that really has just not worked out here. There's a feeling that you feel trapped in this situation and unable to perhaps move towards those things that you want to move towards. You look like you're dealing with someone here who could be quite cold, quite manipulative. And I feel like with this Nine of Wands and this Hanged Man that you've been in some sort of bind here trying to work out how to get away, how to move away. Whoever the person is you're dealing with, I feel like there's no energy or effort being put into this relationship or this situation. It may not be a relationship. This could be a family member or a friend. But this situation you're realizing here is not allowing you to be who you want to be. you feel stifled here, like you're locked into something. And it's like you've become a prisoner within this. So you may have got trapped in a situation where someone else is doing all the controlling and you feel like you have no freedom. All right, so we have here the 10 of Swords. Wow. I think this person's been quite harsh as well. Okay, we have the Lovers card. You've got a choice. And the 5. I think some of you are walking away from a marriage here. Some of you are walking away from a marriage. I feel that you've made this choice knowing that there is something better on the other side of this. Because what you've been experiencing here is like a prison. It's you've been tied up. You haven't been allowed to really express yourself or be who you were meant to be. I feel a lot of emotion in this reading. So whoever I'm speaking to here, I feel like this has taken a lot of courage and a lot of work to be able to make this decision. Now, Pisces, do remember this could be someone you're dealing with here as well. This could be a person you're dealing with. But whoever this is trying to get out of a very unhappy situation. All right, so we have the 5 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. With the 3 of Wands. This is really like very flat energy. Very flat energy. I feel like whoever this is, it's like you've explored every option. You've put in every ounce of what you've had. And it's like you're still coming up broke. You're still coming up with nothing. And I feel really here you've realized the only choice is for you to sort of, you know, move towards a future and look for something else. But I feel like you may be dealing with someone that's been very, very difficult for you to get away from. This person's, it just looks like someone's kept you imprisoned here. I always look at like the child behind the gate. But it's like someone's kept you trapped in a situation. And it looks to me like you've tried everything. Whoever this person is that's kept you trapped is cold, relentless, spiteful, mean. They may not be a loving, kind person. And they certainly are not showing that side of themselves to the world. For some of you, it looks to me like you've been trapped in a marriage. And I really feel with this 10 of Swords, there's been a lot of harsh words spoken. But I feel like too, it's the coming to the end of a cycle. Some of you have been very, whoever this person is, you've been very depressed, anxious. Let's just put the last card on. I might clarify a few things here. Okay, so we have here the 5 of Wands coming through. See, it's just continual conflict. This is really like all really sad energy here. The 5 of Pentacles with the 5 of Wands, to me that's just like not having anything else in your life besides this conflict. It's like walking through the door at the beginning of the day and the conflict starts, and going to bed at night and the conflict is still around you. And nobody, it's like shell shock. I feel that you have only seen one way out, and that is the door here. All right, let's go back and have a look. All right, so here we have the 6 of Swords. Now, the 6 of Swords talks of moving away from something. You've learned all your lessons. It's, you know, there's nothing more here for you. I feel like a lot of you walking away from someone possibly you considered to be a soulmate. They may be a soulmate still, but this particular soulmate that may be here to teach you about yourself, how to respect yourself, how to walk away from something. There are masks on these two people. So maybe you're both not being true to who you are. You're both trying to work something out. I feel that you've taken time, but you've built up some sort of energy here, some sort of ambition, some sort of answer to what you've been looking for, because you're moving away from something here. And it looks like you're doing it in quite a hurry. So it's almost like you're picking up in the middle of the night and running with the 10 of Wands here. The 9 of Swords is here too. So, I mean, this talks about anxiety, depression, sleepless nights. And it's almost like you've seen no other option. I feel really strongly here. This may have gone on for a very long time. And I feel like there's this energy of putting in so much effort here and just going nowhere. And you're tired and you're depressed or you're sad, but there's just nothing else you feel that you can do to sort of revitalize this. So there's definitely a choice being made to walk away from someone. Could be dealing with a Leo, Sag or Aries in this relationship. But you're realizing it's done. It's finished. All right. I have the Two of Cups coming back in with the Six of Swords again after all that shuffling, and the Ace of Swords. You've seen the truth here. So moving away from a relationship here, I feel that all the lessons have been learned. There's just nothing else to learn. And I feel like you've put in a lot of effort trying to make this work, but it's not working and you're walking away. I feel like here with this Ace of Swords, like there's been some sort of truth exposed. So you've seen some sort of truth. Something's been shown to you here that's made you realize that you're not going anywhere. This is just going around in cycles, circles. And maybe you're starting to realize here that this person's karmic. Perhaps it was some sort of karmic lesson for you to learn. And I feel like you've been shown that now by the universe, and you're deciding now that you can't stay where you are. You need to move on. For some of you, as I said, this could be a family member. But whatever it is, you've done everything you possibly could. And it's like this relationship is not serving you anymore. That's a pretty down reading, Pisces. But I guess somebody had to hear it. All right, I'm going to read you a Moonology card. So if this is you, then I guess all I can say to you is you've made the right decision according to this card here. So cutting away that which no longer serves you is the right decision. I don't think you'll feel like you're in that energy at the moment though, because there seems to be this feeling of, am I making the right decision here? Oh, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Wow. Okay, something is definitely being shown to you here. Definitely being shown to you. Alright, I can't find the card. Just hang on. Bear with me. Full moon eclipse. 96. Okay. And just like that, a door slams shut. Not joking, that's what the book says. Full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you've pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it might be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving this situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. So the attune to the moon here. That is with, sorry, I took my breath away there, so I don't know what's going on for you. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Doors which slam shut will not reopen. So this situation is done for you. It's time to get back on track. Oh, forgiveness will set you free of karma. They're all talking about meditation, pranayama and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Cede control and let events unfold. I'm going to read you the teaching here because I think it might be valuable to you. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. So you may be showing something here that may be really important for you to work on as well. I've got to say, if you've walked away from a really toxic relationship, and that's what it feels like to me, there's a very possibility that you need a lot of healing now. So be really kind to yourself. Sometimes we don't realize the impact of negative relationships until we are on the outside looking back in. Take it easy. Thanks, Pisces.